Going into a kitchen and being next to a fryer, being next to someone sauteing never scared me. I always enjoyed it, and it was kind of like the norm for me.
Inspired by her Cuban roots, Aileen Andrade was able to find her calling.
I love food. Growing up, for me, food was probably the most important thing in the day. So my grandmother used to cook for me all the time. My grandfather loved to cook as well. I've been surrounded by food my whole life. I've been surrounded by chefs my whole life.
Aileen is inspired by her grandparents since they would always take her to the kitchen. She gets her skills of being creative from them, and she uses those tributes in the kitchen to create exotic dishes. Therefore, every plate she has made was to honor her grandparents' name.
With the inspiration given to Aileen by her grandparents, she opened her first restaurant.
Then I opened Finca, which is a Cuban gastropub with an Asian flair. And we opened in 2014, so it's been 4 years since we've been open. Full bar, amazing food, fun atmosphere. And then we opened up Amelia's not too long ago, which is named after my grandmother. Amelia's 1931. And similar concept, but more of a countertop service, kind of a diner feel.
She brought some Peruvian flavors, and also she went to Korea for a little bit, and she learned how to cook from like some old lady, in the mountain. She connected all the flavor points of each country, of each region, and meshed them all together, and it came out, worked out beautiful.
At the center of this culinary mesh is a key Cuban appetizer.
I think people are constantly buying croquetas because it's the Cuban power bar, and I think it's the perfect grab and go for any Cuban. Croquetas definitely bring people joy. I think it's almost like nostalgic. When you have a croqueta, you think of your grandmother, or it kind of takes you back to when you were a kid, and that was kind of like what your grandmother gave you when you were staying over her house. So for me, it's more of a nostalgic thing.
Man, I don't know. She's just got a thing about her. She's got that it factor, like she kind of lights up a room. She demands, attention. She's very talented, which is the most important part.
For CCNN Live, I'm Alexander Somayan reporting.